Do you have an advance team? Like how when the president has to travel somewhere and in advance they send an advance team of people to go there to make sure that everything's all right, to talk with people, to interview, to make sure that every detail is handled before the president arrives. So now that you know what it is, do you have one? You don't? Well, actually, you do. And today we're going to talk about it. Welcome to Everyday A New Thought. I'm Thor Challgren. Today, we're going to talk about building your advance team. What is an advance team, you might ask? Well, you know how you probably heard that the president or anyone big like that, a big CEO, before they go somewhere, there's a team of people that go there in advance to make all the arrangements. If you're the president, they're going there for security arrangements. They're going to speak with the people you're speaking with. They're basically there going in advance to make sure that every detail is handled so that when the president goes to that location, that everything goes off smoothly, which is, what we all want, right? Their job is to get everything ready. So now that you know what that is, you're probably thinking, well, I don't have an advanced team. I have me. I'm lucky if I can call people up ahead of time and say, hey, I'm coming over, or are you ready for me, or that sort of thing. So you may not think you have an advanced team, but you actually do. It's just different than what you may think. Your team may not be people, but you absolutely have an advanced, energetic team. And here's what I mean by that. The day that this episode comes out, I'm flying to Anchorage. So before I go on that trip, I imagine that I have a team of people all along my journey, and they have one job, and that is to get me there on time, safely, and with ease. So I'm imagining in advance my interactions with the people at the airport, the people on the flight, the people when I get there, that every detail is handled. Now, of course, I actually handle the details along the way. I know my flight, I know all that information, but I also think about what I want those interactions with people to be like. I want the circumstances, I want everything that is part of my trip to go off exactly the way I want it there. So I imagine in advance all of those people that I encounter. That's what I call my advance team. So even though you may not think that you have an advanced team, it's still working. If you conversely think about a circumstance, a meeting you're heading to, a flight you're on, or any sort of circumstance where you're going to do something, if you imagine it going poorly, if you begin to think about all the ways that it might not work, well, guess what? Your advanced team is still going there working on your behalf, but now they're adding that energy of uncertainty, that energy of it not going well. So wouldn't you rather have an advanced team that was working on your behalf and making things go smoothly? So let's try an experiment. Try this out. Pick some situation that you have coming up and create your own advanced team for it. And by that, I mean, imagine people along the way that will help you. Then after that experience, notice how it went. In my case, again, if I'm on a flight, I might pick 2 or 3 interactions that I imagine going well. Maybe I imagine that when I get to the Delta counter, that taking my bags, that will go well. I imagine that all of those people that are there helping me do so with friendliness, with ease, with grace. It's all goes great. I imagine the same interaction on my flight, that everything works well. And then when I get to Alaska, I imagine that everything goes great there as well. You can do the same thing. So pick a circumstance, whether it's a class, a meeting, a Zoom call, set up in advance what you might refer to as your advanced team and see how it goes. You and I may not be the president, but we can still be just as effective by having our own advanced team go there before us. Thank you so much for watching the show today. I hope you liked this. If you did, please hit like. Also, consider subscribing because every single day there's an episode of this show coming out. And I'd love for you to receive those episodes daily when they do. Thanks again for watching today, and I'll see you tomorrow.